the largest Hmong New Year in Laos, and this is what it looks like. Every year, in the mountainous regions of northern Laos, thousands of Hmong people gather to celebrate their New Year. This festival marks the end of the harvest season and the beginning of a new year in the Hmong calendar. It is one of the most important cultural events for the Hmong community, not only in Laos but across Southeast Asia. For locals, this is a time to rest after months of work, reconnect with family, and take part in traditions that have been passed down for generations. The timing of the festival is not random. For the Hmong people, life has always been closely connected to agriculture. After months of planting and harvesting, this is the moment that marks the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. That's why Hmong New Year is not just a celebration. It's a transition, a reset for the community before a new year begins. You can experience this festival in several northern provinces such as Luang Prabang, Xieng Khouang, and Phongsaly. Each location celebrates slightly differently and not always on the same day. But the core idea remains the same, gathering the community after the harvest. Celebrations usually take place in open fields or village centers, where large numbers of people can come together. One of the first things you notice at Hmong New Year is the clothing. In the days leading up to the festival, families prepare their traditional outfits, something that is not worn every day. Women wear detailed handmade garments with embroidery, bright colors, and silver jewelry. These outfits often take a long time to complete and are an important part of cultural identity. Men's clothing is simpler but still meaningful, usually consisting of traditional dark outfits with regional variations and accessories. Wearing these clothes is not just for appearance. It's a way of showing identity, pride, and connection to tradition. As the festival begins, people gather in large open spaces. Friends meet again, families reconnect, and the atmosphere becomes lively very quickly. This is not a formal ceremony with strict structure. It is a social event built around interaction, movement, and shared experience. At the center of it all is one activity you will see everywhere: POV pop, or ball tossing. Young men and women stand in two lines and throw a small cloth ball back and forth. It looks simple, but it plays an important role. It creates a natural way for people to meet, talk, and build connections. For many, this is the most recognizable and meaningful part of Hmong New Year. Beyond ball tossing, the festival becomes even more dynamic. You'll find different games and activities set up across the area, from throwing games to shooting games, adding energy and interaction to the event. There are also performances, including traditional music and sometimes modern stage shows, depending on the location. These elements are not traditional rituals, but they are an important part of how the festival is experienced today. At the same time, food plays a central role. Families prepare meals, share food, and spend time together. Around the festival area, you'll often find stalls selling local dishes and handmade products. The festival is as much about social connection as it is about celebration. If you want to experience Hmong New Year in Laos, the best place to start is northern Laos, especially around Luang Prabang. From there, you can visit nearby villages where celebrations take place. Because dates vary, it's important to check locally or travel with a guide. Visitors should be respectful, ask before taking photos, and remember that this is a cultural event, not just a tourist attraction. If you're planning your trip around Hmong New Year, there are a few things to keep in mind. Arrive early in the day to experience the full atmosphere before it gets crowded. Wear comfortable clothes and shoes, especially if you're visiting villages or walking on uneven ground. Bring small cash if you want to try local food or buy handmade items. And most importantly, take your time. This is not a fast-paced event. The best way to experience it is simply to observe, interact, and enjoy the moment. What makes Hmong New Year special is not just how it looks, but how it feels. It's not a stage performance. It's a real moment where culture, community, and daily life come together. And when you experience it, You don't just watch the festival, you become part of it. If you're interested in discovering more experiences like this, watch our video about the top festivals in Laos.